Okay, we're rolling. What's happening, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another podcast episode. My name is Nicolaou, owner of Alpha Male Barbers, and this episode today we did record, but Skype fucked with my shit, so we had to redo it. But in the chair with the barber today, I've got the man behind Barberstop UK, Theo, who is the first and only UK barber agent, and you deserve a round of applause for...
International as well, you know, international as well.
There you go. The only one,
I
yeah.
watched that the other day.
Are you the only one?
I'm the only one because I don't think anyone does it. You know what I mean?
Right.
No one takes time out of their life to I don't know, meet a barber and say, you know what, yeah, let's build new platforms, you know what I mean? So, and go different places and take the barbering expertise or skill to random platforms. So
yeah,
it happened out of nowhere, man.
Because you're putting a lot of work in, and for somebody that's not doing it for the money side of things, that's a lot of dedication.
I know, man. I know. It is. People have called me crazy in the past, you know what I mean? But when we first started it, and you know what I mean, I don't know, from when we first took a barber to an event and started trimming, people were like, oh, who gets to trim at an event? But the people that say that don't respect barbering, you know what I mean? Because it's a skill. I've seen women getting their nails done at an event once.
Really?
I'm thinking, what? Yeah, because the girl does funky designs, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she had an event once, and girls were coming in, and they were getting it done, and then the rave was still going on and stuff. And I thought, right, okay, cool, because it's something that they don't get. So,
is that what made you think about doing it with the barbers?
Nah, what made me think about doing it with the barbers was I saw someone trying to get a trim on the beach once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his friend was giving him a trim on the beach, literally, and I thought, right, that guy can't cut hair.
Right.
But his friend's doing it for him on the beach. And I thought, you know what? If there was a sick barber, people would pay money.
Yeah.
And then it started from there.
So give us a bit of a background. What were you doing before before Barberstop UK?
I worked in the corporate world my whole life. I've worked for insurance companies. I even worked at Phones for You back in the days. You know what I mean? I've worked everywhere, man. But I always liked the advertising and marketing side of things. So I ended up in project management in the IT industry for a company, and done that for a few years. And then I just realized that, you know what, I wasn't happy. The corporate world doesn't reward you for your skills. You're just another number. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I thought, you know what, I need to start something myself. You know what I mean? Start my own company. So running the Barberstop Instagram page, I was just literally having banter with barbers because I love barbers, you know what I mean? Unfortunately, I'm bald, but trust me.
You've got the beard.
Yeah, you would have seen some mad trims, you know what I mean? So it was, off the back of that, I just thought, you know what, let me see if I can build this into something bigger than just an Instagram page.
What led you to the Instagram page in the first place? Because you're not a barber, this is why I'm so impressed by you, that the passion and the dedication and the commitment you've got for our industry, considering you are not one of us.
Yeah.
You know, I'd understand it from a barber, but because you're not, what brought you to it?
I think it's when we went on holiday to Ghana, like when we were kids and that, and obviously I moved to Ghana for 4 years when I was about 11 as well.
Okay.
And it was the way they cut hair.
Okay.
I went from getting my hair trimmed with a clipper in South London to going to Ghana where they put a blade on the comb and then cut you like that.
Okay.
You see what I mean? And I was like, rah. Because when they pulled out the blade, I hate blades, innit? Right. When I see someone pull out a blade and then they break it in half and then they hold one end and then they're just like that with on the comb, I thought, rah, is he taking my skin off?
Right.
And then 10 minutes later, man's giving me a trim, you know what I mean? And then he's literally got the blade in his hand, lining me up.
Wow.
Rah, you know what I mean? So it's from then I thought, you know, I think I started to respect barbers a lot more.
Okay.
When I come back after like 3 years, went back to the shop, I was getting it trimmed normally, but then I thought, I don't know, I took more interest in it, you know what I mean? But I'd never done anything with the interest. I'd just go into a barbershop and banter with them and that.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, one day I just thought, you know what, these guys don't get the level of, there's no one shouting them out, basically, you know what I mean? There's so many sick barbershops on road, but you don't see them on the mainstream and that, you know what I mean? You see some big ones, Joe Blogs and that, because they've invested thousands into their brand, etc.
Yeah.
and they're there, you know what I mean? And then I just thought, you know what? Let me just shout out the man them, you know what I mean? It was like friends, you know what I mean? Some of these barbers were friends to me, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I thought, you know, let me just start shouting them out and just having fun with it. And I swear, the energy, it was meant to be something, because look where it's ended up now.
Yeah. It's funny because, like we said last time, there was like the really well-known people in the hair industry that were usually hairdressers.
Yeah.
And then you'd have all the rest of us that weren't getting recognition. You know, we were just there doing the job. And I think barbering's always been respected because men need it. But it was a lot different to what it is now. You know, when I started 13 years ago or however long ago it wasn't a hype now like it is now, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously for you to clock onto the fact that we are quite, as an industry, we are quite undervalued.
Yeah.
Was something great, because I never really realized it until you started preaching it, you know.
Yeah. Well, this is it. Barbers are too busy to realize their I don't know, to realize their worth to other people. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, you can't trim all day and then go home and then think, right, what's my marketing plan for this and that and that? You're more concentrated on your shop, if you've got a shop. You know what I mean? The ones that haven't got a shop, you know what I mean? They get home, they're knackered, they're sleeping, or they've got family, they've got this and that. So I thought, initially, I wanted to be that marketing hub for barbers. You see what I mean? And that's why I think I'm going to push it more moving forward. You know what I mean?
In what way?
In terms of, yo, leads, look, this guy is a sick barber. Look at his trims. This is why it costs £5 more than other barbers. This is the difference in quality. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not just a haircut. It's this, that. You know what I mean? And then it just went from there. You know what I mean? And that's what I want to push more.
Are you finding that people that aren't barbers are following the page and then shouting you if they're going away somewhere and they want a barber?
Every day.
Really?
Every day.
Wow.
Off the back of that, I know barbers in Dubai. I know barbers in Australia. I know a couple of barbers in America. I can't look at America right now because it's just too busy out there. You know what I mean?
Too big, yeah.
Yeah, it's too big out there. But for the UK, bruv, I've just moved to Leicester Uni. Can you recommend me a barber? Oh, bruv, I'm in uni down here, bruv. All I can see are gentleman barbers, so I don't think they can cut afro. I'm like, nah, go in there and ask for Joe Bloggs. He cuts afro, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so obviously for the people that are watching who aren't barbers, and if you're traveling anywhere in the UK or maybe somewhere abroad and you need a barber while you're there, then Barberstop UK is a place to go and
Trust me.
and ask. Is there more places where you get asked for than others?
I get asked to London a lot.
Okay.
But then typical London is you go, oh, bro, I can't go all the way to West, you know. You've not got no one in East. And I got someone in the East, But I get London a lot, but I don't know. It's always like Midlands and Birmingham quite a bit, you know what I mean? And then you get the random Glasgow, and then someone will be like, oh, bro, I'm going to Dubai. What if I'm in Dubai? Who should I go to? Because someone's planning to go on holiday. Mainly it's the UK and that.
So is it a case of just like you just stumble across all of us? Is that how it works?
Yeah, basically, I mean, when I first started, I was following the barbers that I knew of, that I'd heard of.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then it kind of branched onto when you speak to one barber, you look at who's following them, you know what I mean? But then, to be honest, I was tagging a lot of cities. Okay. And when I was tagging a lot of cities, a lot of barbers were coming to me saying, yo, bro, you know what I mean? Or they'll follow me and then I follow them back. If you check my Instagram, I follow about 1.5K more people than the people that follow me. Okay. I'm not about who's following. I hate the whole followers. I don't care if I have one follower. As long as people are taking interest in the platform and what we do for the barbers, then I'm cool. Yeah. So it was through that I followed load of barbers. And then when you post a barber's trim, the love you get back, oh bro, respect for that, you know what I mean?
Because other people, like we said, other people weren't doing it.
Nah, people weren't doing it. Barbers don't support other barbers. The shop owners won't shout out the barbers they got in the shop. Yeah. You know what I mean? If I've got a barber shop and I've got 6 guys trimming in there, it's in my best interest to promote these
Exactly.
guys. Be in the shop, you know what I mean, taking pictures and being like, yo, bro, come here. You believe it or not, you got shop owners that don't want to tag their own barbers because of competition.
Do you feel, because I'm a shop owner, I'm not like that, but do you feel like a lot of that is more of the old school ones?
Yeah, it's the old school ones. It's the old school ones, definitely, because if you think about, I mean, one thing, if you check like someone like HD Cuts,
Yeah.
when he posts something, he always tags all his barbers at the bottom. And this guy cuts Dortmund players, Juventus players, cuts all the Man City players. You know what I mean? He's big. Cuts a load of Chelsea players. So it's like things like that. I mean, HD Cuts is experienced. He's an experienced guy, but you couldn't put him in the old school pot, but he's not old school. He's modern.
Yeah.
Modern
it's just from the mentality.
Yeah. But for me, I think it's a basic thing of, listen, the shop overall brings money because those barbers are paying rent. So I should promote them as much as I can.
Well, even still, like I pay my barber a wage, but obviously if somebody wants him to cut their hair, then that's still a customer in my shop, you know. So
yeah. Exactly. It's you know what, bruv? It's just about spreading good energy, man. I'm telling you now, Barberstop UK, nothing has pushed us more than positive energy.
Yeah.
When you follow that positive energy, you get the love back, man.
Because the interesting thing as well is that with barbering, it can go anywhere and everybody needs it, you know. So the opportunities could be massive, but if nobody's shouting us out, if we're not trying to get exposure on Instagram or whatever, we're not going to be presented with them opportunities. For example, like Slider Cuts has built his reputation up, and then he was going to go and do Fashion Week or whatever he was doing in Paris, and he wouldn't have got into Paris if he didn't have the status and the recognition and the respect that he's got.
The key word, recognition, man. Yeah, man. Trust me. Like, I mean, I'm gutted to say it, but it's like the amount of events that we were lined up for this year.
Yeah, I remember seeing. Yeah,
I mean, like, there's a couple last year that we were going to do again this year. One big event in Croatia, like one of the biggest house events you could think of, wanted us backstage, trimming the DJs and the artists. You know what I mean? All this sort of stuff. I mean, thank God it's going to happen next year, but the recognition.
Tell us where you went.
So we go, Croatia was the first place we hit.
What festivals?
Hideout Festival and Fresh Island Festival.
Right.
Fresh Island's like hip hop and R&B, etc., etc.
You also did Charlie Sloth's event.
Yeah, Fire in the Park.
Okay.
And then we also done a couple of comedy weekenders down south and in Liverpool as well. Then we done Afro Nation in Portugal, which was a massive one because that event was crazy.
So you're also getting to know celebrities, because I saw that there was like a few rappers and like performers from these festivals and Fire in the Park that have started to know you now.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, Charlie Sloth, for example, the funny thing is with Charlie Sloth, I was sat backstage in our barber corner, backstage, where the dressing rooms are and that. And then I see Charlie Sloth walking past. Now, the barbers weren't even on the station, bro. They were raving, yeah. I was too tight, so I sat there. I was having a cig with one of the agents and that. And then he's going, yo, is this a barbershop? I was like, yeah, man. He goes, bro, you should be at my event. I was like, bro, I shouted your event, actually. You know what I mean? No one's emailed me back. He goes, nah.
Where was this?
In Portugal, at Afro Nation.
Oh, this wasn't, I thought you were on about his place. Right.
No. This was at Afro Nation in Portugal.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't even on his lineup for his event. I didn't even know. I knew about his event coming up, but I think I'd only just messaged him and gone, hi guys, just to get their attention. So, yeah, he was like, yo, no, take this number, bruv. When you get to the UK, shout this guy.
Oh, shit.
This was before his set. He was literally walking to his set. So he saw the barbershop and was like, right. So yeah, through that, got to the UK, messaged one guy, within 5 minutes, we're on.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And now we're on their cards for, he's got a rave coming up in November in Amsterdam.
Okay.
And then in January in the Alps. You know what I mean? So it's crazy. So that's how it happened, man. And like I say, we just took the concept to crazy places and people recognized it and took it forward and forward.
Because I remember when we tried the episode last time, you said you want to have barbers in locations nobody thought of.
Yeah.
And again, like I said last time, you know, when we're stuck inside a barbershop all day and we're trying to get through all these customers, we're not thinking about, oh, we need to be at this rave trimming backstage. You know.
You know why, bro? You know why? Because I've come across certain barbers. Yeah, we've gone to places. Yeah. And they're all about the money, yeah?
Yeah.
There's two types of barbers, yeah? The ones that are all about the money. There's nothing wrong with that. You can be all about the money, but there's the ones that are also very brand cautious, yeah? That is all about their brand. The money will come. You're a good barber. People will knock on your door. They'll call you for the trims. You know what I mean? They know where you are.
Yeah.
But some want to explore their brand. You see what I mean? And that's where the key is. And those are the barbers that we look for, because they want to be able to go abroad, trim, make money, but also say that they were there. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
And get that recognition, you know what I mean? There's barbers in France that know about the barbers that we've worked with here in the UK. You see what I mean? It's crazy how, I don't know, bruv. It's just crazy, man. Like you said, it's all about recognition, man.
Barbering is glamorized now. Why do you think it's being glamorized now and it wasn't before?
I think it's because of the efforts of individual barbers out there and what they're doing. You know what I mean? Some barbers have managed to get onto a stage where they can, I don't know, how should I put it? They force their way into certain places, you know? So like with the artists and that, they're taking pictures with the artists and that when they're trimming, the artists are flinging it on their socials, you know what I mean? Some barbers are so sick that when you see the artist, you think, rah, hold on. That guy, he's the same color as me. Like, you know what I mean? Like for example, Drake. Everyone goes on about Drake's fades, you know what I mean? And other artists out there. So if you're the same complexion as Drake, for example, you see that fade, you'd be like, rah, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you know there's a shop on the high street that can bang that fade, but because they charge £5 more, you've never gone there.
Yeah.
So you go there that one time, boom, and then it's, you know what I mean?
Change your life.
Yeah, but I think the main thing is men have become more vain.
Yes.
Which is a good thing for the industry.
Yeah. I think also the fact that it's become a big part of the culture now, you know, because everybody does want to look good as regularly as they do. And, you know, and when you do see the barbers and the celebrities together, and then you see the barber stuff all over the meme pages, you see the Instagram videos, now, I think with the pandemic, people have appreciated barbers 1,000 times more than they did before. You know, but I think mainly I'd say it's because of the culture. The culture's gone that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's. I mean, we used to be the ones that would question why women are spending 100, 200 quid on their hair and that. Yeah. But you know, fashion has taken a turn in the men's fashion as well. You know, it used to be just clothing. You know, but now it's the appearance, you know. I don't know if you've noticed, but in the last 10, 15 years, even men's facials and stuff like that, it started growing, you know. Then it's like, okay, I've got the facial done, you know what I mean, the beard, you know what I mean, healthy, the health aspect as well, you know, everything. But I think men are more cautious about their image now.
Do you think one of the reasons is because of Instagram?
Social media in general.
Yeah, because we're so much more so Instagram, because it's barbering and Instagram are massive together, because Instagram and barbering are two visual things. So that platform highlights, whereas things like Facebook, Twitter,
you know what? Yeah,
Snapchat.
You're right. Mention it now. You're right, because the whole point of Instagram was the fact that it was all image based.
Yeah.
Less chit chat, more image based. Hence why I hate Facebook.
Yeah.
I hate Facebook. It's just when I land on the Facebook page, I don't even know where I'm going. There's so many buttons. You know what I mean? This, that. They got a whole market on there now.
Instagram's easy to consume, and that's why the barbers were displaying their work.
Yeah. I think you're right. And coming from a barber, it makes sense.
Because you can't really, you can put your trims on Twitter, but people aren't really going to go to Twitter for trims. They're going to go to Instagram for trims. I know that you're super passionate about people, and especially celebs, not shouting out their barbers on their social media pages. Can you tell us about that?
That's dumb. It's dumb. It's stupid. Can you swear on it? Oh, I don't even want to swear. No, I'm not going to swear. It's dumb. I don't get it, yeah? And you know what? The ones that don't are so... You know, I've actually started disliking certain celebrities.
Right.
And artists, yeah? Because of that. Because you're all about image.
Yeah.
Yeah? All about image. Your pictures, your face is everywhere. Yeah? But, like, come on. You've gone and sat in a chair. I know some celebrities that get the trim for nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Get some footballers get it for nothing, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just because the barber can use it as promotion so people know he can get to that level and trim people like that. So yeah, come to my shop, I'll give you the same level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So how can you not just be like, yo, shout out my guy, da 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 da. You know what I mean? They'll snap. You know, it annoys me. Someone will send them a phone cover or some trainers or something. Yo, shout out to my guys, da 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 da, for sending da 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 da. What? Because what? Because they gave you a £500 product or a £100 product or some drink. Yeah. But someone's banging out your trims, been doing it for 2-3 years, yeah, whilst you've been popping, selling records, going on tour and that. And what? You can't bang out a simple little, bruv, you should post it. Or at least on your stories. Stories get loads of hits more than the thingies. Yeah. Because of the algorithms and that these days. You know what I mean? Just work it on your story, bruv.
I saw something, and I don't know if you saw it, but I wanted to kind of vent because I saw it this week. So, the barber G-Cuts from Smoky Barbers. Right. So for those that don't know, in the UK, there's a London barbershop called Smoky Barbers. Smokey's killing it. He's got loads of celebrities, footballers, rappers, all this kind of stuff. All his barbers are killing it in there. There's one guy called G-Cuts, a young guy, doing well. G-Cut started to rap. So then Grime Daily on YouTube gave G-Cuts his own barber show with the rappers. I don't know if you watch it. Do you watch it?
I've seen a couple of shots. Yeah, I've seen a couple of them still. Yeah.
Right. So now G-Cuts has started making his own music. And the other day, G-Cuts had posted a picture with young ads from D-Block Europe. I don't know if you saw the picture. And they look like they were in G-Cuts' house, and G-Cuts is giving young ads a shape up. And I looked through the comments, and somebody said, "Are you guys collaborating? Like, are you doing a song together?" And G-Cuts replied saying, "I wish I don't have 100 racks." Right. Now, basically, young ads has gone to this guy during quarantine, during a lockdown, to this guy's house for a shape up. The guy shaped you up. Are you telling me that you will still want £100,000, even if it was 50, even if it was 20 grand? This is going to cost you nothing. The guy sorts your trims out. Yeah. Why wouldn't you give the guy? You don't even need to give the guy a full verse. You could give him 8 bars. You could give him half a verse. You could give him 4 lines on a chorus. You know,
bro, they don't. I don't know. It's one of them.
Am I tripping? Am I being biased, or is that?
No. What you're doing is you're being a human being, yeah, that understands the value of transferring energy and what's the other word I'm looking for? And energy and opportunities. You see what I mean? Now, let me get. You see, that will happen there. Yeah. Now, it's all about the individuals. Yeah, it's all about the individuals, yeah. And the reason why I always talk about HD Cuts here is because you can learn a lot from that guy, yeah.
Right.
And you can learn a lot from the energy from the people that he works with. Usain Bolt gave him 2 pairs of his running things for free.
Right.
Running trainers, you know what I mean? Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
Usain Bolt took him to a party, a VIP party. Tony Rudiger from Chelsea.
Right.
Put HD Cuts on his plane, private jet. I think they were flying back to London or coming back from Germany to London or London to Germany, whatever it was. You see what I mean?
Right.
People act differently. I don't know. I totally agree. Bro, if I was young guys, I'd be like, bro, can we do a mad thing in the studio, innit?
Yeah.
Let's do a mad thing, innit? So get your name out there. Let's do
just elevate him. Because it's not going to cost him anything, you know?
Like like going on Charlie Sloth and doing a freestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah? bro, come on, man, come bang out a trim, yeah. I spit, and then you spit whilst you're trimming. You know, things like that. But you know what it is, bro. The management companies out there, yeah, a lot of them are all about money. They're not about thinking outside the box.
What do you think? That's what it comes down to.
I think that's what it comes down to, because I reckon. I don't know young ads. I don't know his management company. I don't know, you know what I mean? I rate what he does, you know what I mean? I think he's sick, you know what I mean? I think they're sick, you know what I mean? But it's like, bro, in this modern day that we live in, people look at the money so much, that they don't even look at creating content. You see what I mean? Brother,
it's whatever pays.
It's whatever pays, bro. But you know what I mean? Sometimes, you go for something that can generate more of that money. Don't just go for that £5 that's there. Yeah. Walk past the £5, go and shake all those 100 people's hand and get a pound off all of them. You'll come back with £100. Then you won't even need the £5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys are all money. Bro, I've spat some ideas to certain people, like the Tim Westwood of Croatia,
Right.
Yeah, he's a plug for me. Yeah, he's the one that he brings me. I'll go and visit him in Zagreb with the missus. You know what I mean? He takes me out for lunch and that. You know what I mean? Takes us all up. Brother, I'm eating like a king when I'm with him.
Right.
I throw an idea at him. Yeah, he's 6 pack. He's like, you know what I mean? And I'm thinking, you know what I mean? And these are people that have, bruv, this guy's got Rihanna's agents on speed dial and everything, bruv. You know what I mean? So it's like that some, you know what I mean? He's receptive to those ideas. But other people aren't, bro. You know what I mean? They aren't. They don't want to think outside the box. If it ain't dropping 100 bags, he's not on it.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Everyone wants their cut. It's like the football agents out there. You know what I mean? If this player goes to Real Madrid, he'll flop. But if he stays at Chelsea, he will become a legend. But no. I'm not going to tell Hazard that.
Right.
I'm not going to tell Hazard that. I'm going to tell him, listen, follow your dreams and go to Real Madrid.
Because they're looking at the paycheck.
2 years, at least you've signed for Real Madrid. You see what I mean? That's how I see things, bro. It's selfish, and that's why a lot of people hate agents.
But this is what was like the thing for me is G-Cuts has given this guy a trim in a time when realistically, by law, it's a bit sketchy to give a trim. Now he's done that for you in his own house. You're gonna tell me you're still gonna want £100,000 to feature with this guy? You know, bro. People are out there risking themselves and they still want to hold a price tag on it.
I don't even know. You see, G-Cuts is a sick barber, you know what I mean? And he's doing his thing, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
And he follows the hype, the energy, you know what I mean? He likes that high life, you know what I mean? And that's where his soul lies. And you know, it's doing well for him. You know what I mean? It's doing well for himself. You see what I mean? But I think it will happen one day, but with a different rapper.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong.
One rapper's actually dropped his name in a bar.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Now you see that? Just got a trim by G-Cuts. Sick.
Yeah.
It's sick. For a barber to do that, it's sick. But these rappers won't do it enough. How many rappers talk about their trim but don't mention the barber?
All the time. And this is the thing. Maybe it's me being biased because I'm a barber, but at the end of the day, it's not like I'm trimming celebrities, so I'm not expecting one of them's going to do it for me. But just dropping the guy's name could elevate him so much that it's just mad that people don't do it enough.
Right. Imagine, I won't even talk. Raheem Sterling shows mad love to HD. You know what I mean? All the players that HD cuts, they show mad love to him. I think his persona comes out, innit?
Right.
What would it how much would it take for a footballer to score a goal? Yeah. Imagine you trimmed. Let's say you trimmed Harry Kane or not even. It doesn't have to be as big as Harry Kane. King from Bournemouth or something like that. Whoever, yeah. Right. Imagine you give him mad trim, yeah. And then Sky Sports, man's banged in the goal and he runs up to the camera and he goes, you know what I mean? And people will ask him at the end, they'll ask him, bro, what was your celebration about? My guy,
Right.
Sickest barber in London. Something like that. Do you see what I mean? These small things, bro. These small things can make or break a barber. Yeah. So can make a barber, can send them onto another level, bro.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Yeah. When we're on the beach and Darksea, one of the biggest house DJs out there, bro, he came and sat in the chair. I'm not the biggest house fan. Romeo was trimming him, yeah. I see people stopping. Oh my God, is that Darksea? Is that Darksea? You know what I mean? Darksea put it on his Insta. Right. Bro, come on, man. It's all about the individual, bro. That's how I'll leave it. It's all about the individual. If he wants to do it from his heart, he will do it.
Yeah. Right, so you've networked with a lot of barbers, very busy, successful, respected, established barbers. In your opinion, what is necessary as a barber to have to be at a high level, more than just the haircut? Like, what is it? If you were in a lab, if you were in Barberstop UK lab, right, and you was
I did it, you know,
and you were creating a barbershop with some barbers in it, what would be necessary for you to put in there, into those individuals and into that barbershop?
What, to help them elevate, or
for them to be, from your experience, like the best barbers with that will attract people, that will make people come back, you know.
Bro. Personality, man.
Personality, yeah.
You see me in a barbershop, I mean, if I've got to select 10 barbers out of 20, obviously I'll go for the ones that their trims are banging, because at the end of the day, people want a good haircut.
Right.
So I hate it sometimes, because sometimes you almost have to profile a barber by how good their trim is, but their personality is 10-10.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think personality is the key thing. If 5 of them are banging, and if you got 5 barber chairs there and 2 of them are banging barbers and the 3 are average, bro, make sure they help them elevate.
Yeah.
Take 3 months out, get some of the best barbers to come in, just teach them how to flick that fade and properly, or look out for perfect what they're weak at. Because it will take a couple of months, because they're already barbers. They know, teach them how to do it properly, and they'll be banging it in a couple of months. You know what I mean?
But
so
the personality has to be there.
Yeah, bro. You see like Romeo the Barber, yeah?
I agree.
He makes comedians laugh in his show. We've been to, there's a comedy weekend. We've been there 2 years in a row.
Right.
When the comedians are in the chair, they laugh their heads off. He is the funniest guy in the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people love him for that, and they never forget him.
Right.
You know what I mean? They never forget him. These Everton footballers that he goes to their house, they let him in his house. They let him in their house to trim, yeah? Bro, they love him. It's the personality, bro. That comes first. Because you know what? When the trim is sick, yeah, I'll forget about the trim, because you see you, I want to, bro, when's the next time I'm going to Van Damme? When's the next time I'm going to Alpha Male?
Yeah.
Because that guy, his personality, he got me, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's key for me, man.
I think that's what it comes down to, because like we discussed last time, there's a lot of good barbers, but if you don't have, I always remember Stel the Talent and Theo, when they were teaching me in London, they said to me, 50% of it is the haircut and 50% of it is... Shout out to Stel and shout out to Theo as well. Yeah, man, them guys were mentoring me, and they said half of being a barber is you as a person, you know? And I think a lot of the time people are so focused on just getting somebody in and out the chair and getting their money. You haven't built up the time. I've got barbers in my competition in the town that my shop is in, that they'll cut your hair in and out the door in 10 minutes. You know, you haven't had time to build up a relationship with that person.
Yeah.
You know?
They just see it as money. Like I said before, there's 2 types of barbers, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people, they want you to remember the brand. You know what I mean? You want them to remember Alpha Male. You know what I mean? You don't just want to take the money, because at the end of the day, that guy coming back here, see, barbering is you're blessed as a barber, you know, because all you got to do is be a nice guy. You know, you can trim, but all you got to do is be a nice guy, have a nice personality. And these guys, that's your guaranteed revenue.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Because people's hair will grow.
Yeah.
So personality is key for me, man.
For sure. As we spoke last time, I think it's worth re-mentioning at how it's not just about the shop vibes and the nice fades. You have to be versatile. So here's something that caught me. In the pandemic, obviously, people were buying clippers to do home haircuts, and they were using their beard trimmers to do trims and whatever else. And I was seeing people online say, I might stop barbering. I cut my brother's hair and it's pretty good. I reckon I'd be good at it. And I kind of find it a little bit disrespectful, because it's like, every customer isn't like your brother, you know? Every customer isn't like your friend. Every customer isn't like your dad. we have to be very versatile. If you are one-dimensional, you're either not going to make it or you're not going to do as well as you could do, because you have to be versatile. And I think a lot of the times people watch a barber and they think that what we do is easy. We make it look easy, you know?
Yeah.
But you've got every guy that thinks, oh yeah, I trim my friend's hair and now it looks sick, so actually I might be a barber as well.
They're dreamers, bro. They're dreamers. Put them in a shop for a day.
It's frustrating, you know, because you know, you can't just cook a nice chicken at home and think straight away that you can go and fucking be a chef.
Yeah. Nah, you know, bro, barbering is that's why you've got to love it.
Yeah,
you've got to love what you do, because when you're having a bad day, you still got to bang out that 10-10 trim. You see what I mean? And that is not easy, man. I've done one. I've cut a customer's hair once.
Right.
When I opened my shop up in up north at that truck stop.
Right.
And
how was it?
Bro, it was a truck stop. It was just truckers that came.
No, how was the trim?
How was the trim?
Yeah.
What he wanted was it short back and not even that short, bro. Down to a level 1, yeah.
Yeah.
And I could do. I watched YouTube tutorials. I was actually thinking of getting into barbering. You know what I mean?
Right.
But the barber didn't turn up. I had a nightmare with that shop, hence why I'm not even involved in that no more. But
right.
The barber didn't turn up for work that day. As I'm there trying to sort out things and just close up, this trucker comes and goes, I really need a trim. I was like, oh, okay. And then he's like, can you do it? I was like, what do you need? He goes, I just need it cut down a bit. It's a bit fluffy on the edges. I was like, you know, I can do that with the clip and the comb thing. And I picked up the clippers, yeah. This is my hand.
Yeah.
Like this, bro.
Yeah.
Like I was shaking, bro.
And when it's a paying customer, it's a different ball game.
Wow. And then I had to do a scissor thing on the top.
Yeah.
And you know what, yeah? For a £10 trim, he was happy with it, you know what I mean? The clippers weren't the best.
Right.
Yeah, the clippers weren't the best. That's what I clocked. The clippers weren't the best. But when he left, I thought, rah, to do that again would be mad. But you know what's even madder? For someone else to come in and then they want a fade or they want this or a different type of hairstyle. I was like, nah, this is crazy. And you got to give back. You can't wake up and just say, I banged that one trim and I'm about, no way.
Yeah.
Nah. People should respect barbers a lot more. You know what I mean? And to be fair, I've realized over the past 3 years, haircuts should really cost more than they have been in the past few years.
Trust me.
Honestly, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, it's true, man. We could shout it all day, but before we wrap up, I just wanted to give, because what you do, the purpose of Barberstop UK, you're always shouting people out. And I think that while we're on this podcast, would be a good time to shout out some of the barbers that we know and we respect, just for their sake, you know. And I know that a few weeks ago we were in a Zoom call that you were hosting with some great barbers on there. So
yeah.
You want to give them guys a shout? Who was in there? We had
I don't even want to leave names out. So this is how I'll put it, yeah.
Right, go on.
The barbers that I chat to in my DMs, you guys, you know yourselves. You know what I mean? You know yourselves.
Yeah.
But on this podcast here, I want to give credit to the big names that have time for the upcoming barbers, and you know what I mean?
Right.
And you know, people like Slider Cuts, I couldn't believe he even joined the thing.
Yeah, that was mad, yeah.
This guy's been on the side of black cabs in London, bruv. You know what I mean? Facebook ads and that. You see what I mean? But he's humble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's got people like AJ coming to his chair and that, but he's humble.
Yeah.
Big up to him. HD Cuts, probably the first barber I spoke to face to face. He let me in the shop and he told me certain things that boosted my confidence to push on with what I was doing.
Right.
That's what I mean. So his love and the way he treats his barbers in his shops, big. Styler Cuts.
Yeah.
The energy from that guy.
Yeah, man.
That guy, he will be 100 years old, yeah, and he will still be joining our Zoom calls. And he will be,
yeah.
His energy.
His energy is mad.
I've been speaking to that guy for years.
Yeah, big up.
2 years straight, yeah, and we've got some big things coming as well, man. So, stay tuned for that as well. But those 3 guys mainly are sick. The first barbers that I took out to Croatia, you know, I mean, G Cuts, first barber I took out there. He's you could easily misunderstand it for someone that's just don't care, but he's on his own war path, you know what I mean? He's building his future, you know what I mean? His energy is good, you see what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a load of barbers out there, man, you know what I mean? Farrah Faye's in Birmingham, you know what I mean? Female barber there. Tyone Styles from Birmingham, 14-year-old barber. Yourself, I didn't even know Rugeley that was even a place club, you know what I mean? And I still need to come there, and I will come there, you know what I mean? I will.
You're welcome anytime.
And I spoke to you time ago because my favorite actor was Van Damme. When I saw you, and I was like, and then you got your shop and that. You know what I mean? I don't forget these things, bro.
Yeah.
Not enough hours in the day.
Yeah, for
sure. I didn't have a full-time job. I'll be out there doing it. But
yeah, for sure.
Definitely those names and a lot more names.
I want to, while I'm on here, you know, I want to give a shout out to some of the guys like we did before, but there was a guy that started me off called Little Nick, Stel, the talent, Theo, Jordan from Trend for Men in Essex, my boy Tom.
Ego Barbers. Ego Barbers.
That's where I came across you from Ego.
Yeah. What's his name? How about no. Tabby, obviously. The boss.
Tabby and Harry and
Harry. Oh my God, Harry, bruv. Nah, you see Harry, yeah, bruv. I was shaking when I walked into Ego Barbers. No, when I DM'd him.
Yeah.
And I said, bro, can I come and just like do a bit of filming in your shop? And he's like, bro, I don't let many people into my shop here, but what you're doing, I respect it. So I'm
letting. Okay. Wow.
Bruv, big up to Harry, man. Honestly. Yeah, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, man. So I just think it's necessary to pay it forward to the people that have helped us out along the way, you know,
bro.
But yeah, with that being said, I just want to say on behalf of me and a lot of the other barbers that you network with, and Mrs. Barberstop, she ain't getting any credit, but we need to give her credit too. We appreciate you guys, man. And our industry. Our industry appreciates and we need you guys, you know, and for anybody that is traveling around the UK or in different countries, if you want a trim, message Theo, or if you're a barber and you want to network with any of us, Theo is the guy to go through. I'm going to link the socials on here so people can see them, and if you're on iTunes or Spotify, you can find me on there. Please share what we've got going on, because the more exposure we get, the better it is for us. And we appreciate that. So, yeah, thank you very much. My name is Nicolaou, Theo, Barberstop UK, in the chair with the barber. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned and you'll see me soon.
Big up Alpha Male Barbers. Hey,
all day, baby.
Yeah.